Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill got a man. It's Brown. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Go, go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. All day, just like that, just like that.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And the Titans first down.
Ready, break.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Derrick Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, the ball. Shift. Greystone, travel. Ready.
Here's Tannehill. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Let's go, defense. 80 weapon. 31, check 31.
Go.
Motion, 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 motion.
Hey, Zoo.
Check 55, Mike. I know he ain't
Five.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Looking sideline, incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual
I know.
for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here's Locke to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Bravo. Check, check. Protein spill.
Watch out, watch out. Go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got Smith here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Down. 50. Plant.
50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. No chance.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They tried to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call, because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
To throw it is Locke, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Locke will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Too little, Cupcake. Hey, Delta. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check that.
Locke now on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. Locke going to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm here all day.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He'll return it from the 6.
Let's go.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Show it up. Show it up.
General West.
Hey, 1 set, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hustle, hustle.
Coming up to you. Check. Check. Check.
Snap.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
18 games.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Now watch 1. Watch 1. Check 99.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Chef.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Completes it to Jason Witten. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 5.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw.
Tight down. There you go.
And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's going to wind up in air, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Lock now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Come, 6-6, pull it high. Check three. Hey, wahoo! Be grip.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Ready.
Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready, set. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Kermit. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check, 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 check. Bang, bang. Blue draw quarters. Bang, bang.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike 55.
Hey, Haywood.
You can't hang.
Set, go.
Here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
55.
Hey, let's get that ball, again. Let's get that ball right here. 55 is my guy. 55.
Big rip.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
A gain of 12 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of
Push him
work.
back. Push him back.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 55 to Mike.
Yep.
Check 55 to Mike. Bandit. Bandit.
Now.
On 1st down, Locke. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Let's go now.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
It's just
line.
me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
61. Matchbox lights. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Ready to break.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Go.
Hey, here we go.
Fan.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 28-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Greystone, travel.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Switch up, switch up. Hey, no, look, we got. Hey,
Hit it.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He may try and run for this. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Recon.
Block again here on second and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Good job.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready, ready.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Situation. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Yes, yes.
Go now.
Say go.
From the gun on third down, Locke eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come on, D. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 26.
From midfield, here's Locke. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 54.
Go.
5.
Again, it's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop in behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I got it.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
That's what I do.
Shoot!
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Get to the ball, team.
Chopper!
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Another run by Lindsey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Protein spill!
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watch 55. Gotta do better.
Hey, exit!
Come on, QB. Come on.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long.
Hey, Delta.
Right there.
Big grip.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. They'll run. It's Lindsey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We're thinking about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
10.
Now.
Tighten up. Jack. Hatchet.
Look. Squeeze.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Echo.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. And we have
Get it.
Lock going to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Jam. Back.
Hey, orbit. 5.
Throwing now is Lock. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Come on,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It's a party.
X3, 218, chop, hit it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Watch the curl. Watch the edge.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it to Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Tannehill. Catch number 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were.
What I like about the offense was they held the ball.